Good evening, everyone. And as mentioned, it is the Christmas season. And so this evening, if you'll bear with me, I'd like to talk to you just a little bit about gifts. It's the time of year when we have gifts on our mind. We're thinking about giving gifts. Maybe we're thinking about receiving gifts. Maybe we're thinking about things that we wish for. And you know, a lot of us dream. We dream about things that we might be able to do, things we might be able to give, things that we might be able to receive. And some of us might be thinking about that fancy new radio, or that piece of digital equipment that we could use, or maybe a new laptop, something fun to put in our radio equipment to help us to become a better operator and to have fun with. Well, while we're dreaming, let me suggest to you gifts that you can give to yourself. And that the number one gift that you can give to yourself as a radio operator is to make the resolve to become the very best radio operator that you can be. And let me give you some ideas about how you can do that so you can give yourself these wonderful gifts. First one is simply get on the air and do it a lot. Get on the air, because experience is key. Start with a simple handheld HD radio. You can learn to program repeaters and practice making contacts on simplex as well. And it helps build your confidence to learn how to program radio on the fly. Know how to do it without a computer, because in an emergency situation it might be necessary that you do that. Encourage, participate in every net that you possibly can. And of course, we all have to balance time and that kind of thing, but do as much as you can and get on the air. Volunteer to be a net control station. Nothing will teach you more about how to become a skilled operator than becoming a net control. And yes, you'll make some mistakes, but you'll learn as you do it, and it's a great experience. The next gift we can give to ourselves is become active in a club or a radio organization. Doing that gives us the opportunity to connect with experienced operators, to attend meetings and participate in more activities. The activities are such a great way to practice our radio skills, and you learn so much so fast when you're able to do that. You can join field day events, work in the field, do parks on the air, get out and use your equipment in a portable situation in the event that we would have to do that in an emergency. And the other thing that a club or an organization gives you is it gives you an opportunity to find mentors who can guide you and help you with become a skilled operator. The next gift you can give yourself is to work on understanding basic electronics. You learn basic electronics and radio theory to troubleshoot and build your own equipment. A basic understanding of how our equipment works and can be repaired is a very valuable skill, and it may become necessary. Okay, the next gift that we can give ourselves is to read and study deeply. There are several resources that we can use. There are a lot of YouTube videos that can help you follow your interests as a radio operator. One very, very good suggestion I can give you to read and study is if you can acquire or borrow an ARRL Handbook. That handbook contains a lot of information, and it's several volumes thick of information regarding radio theory, operation methods, antennas, basic electronics, and things that are very useful for us as operators. Next gift we can give ourselves is to explore special interests. I've made mention of those, and so consider diving into areas like digital modes. For FD8, for instance, is a very popular one right now. We've talked about APRS. We have a Winlink net with the ERC and an FL DigiNet, actually two of them, that are great to participate in. There are other modes, digital modes you can participate in, like JSA call, VARA AC, and several others. And many of those we've mentioned in ERC trainings, and we will continue to do so. Other special interest areas are satellite operations. They are a lot of fun. They require a little more equipment and a little more expertise, but they are a lot of fun. With the exception, it's still fun, but it doesn't require any other equipment than what you have. You can make contacts with the International Space Station, and I'd encourage you to consider that and find out how to do it. It's pretty fun. Of course, another special interest we're all involved in this group is in the emergency communications. Learn how to be the best emergency communicator you can be. There are other things to participate in, like long-distance contacts or DXing, or if you're inclined to do so, participate in contests. Contests are a great way to hone our skills and learn a lot and talk to a lot of people in a short amount of time. This is WB7ML with the ERC training this evening. Continuing on with gifts we can give ourselves. One is to learn how to embrace failure. Treat our mistakes or our plans that don't work as learning opportunities rather than reasons to beat ourselves with. One important question we can ask ourselves is, what is the pain we can cure with our own solutions? Meaning, when we make a mistake or have a problem or something doesn't go right, figure out how to fix it on our own if we can. If we can't, consult our mentors, our Elmers, our friends, those that may have had the same thing and that can help us. And of course, amateur radio operators and our radio operators in the ERC are all willing to help each other as much as we can. One thing I would contend, another thing to remember, is that mistakes teach you more than successes. Very often that's the case. One other thing we can give ourselves is, as a suggestion, consider upgrading your license. If you are a GMRS operator, that's awesome, but maybe take an amateur radio class, get your amateur radio license. When you become an amateur radio license operator, consider continuing to upgrade, because progress through those different operator classes gives us more privileges, which is awesome. But the main thing it gives us is a deeper knowledge of how radios work, how we can use them, and how we can use them to serve others. Another one is to build and experiment with our own equipment. Homebrew is one of the funnest and most rewarding aspects of the radio hobby. Encourage you to get hands-on with antennas, power supplies, and various radio setups to learn practical skills. And the more that you can do on your own, the more that you come to understand how things work. Building and using your own antenna is one of the most satisfying things that I enjoy doing, and it is a lot of fun to do that. Okay, in closing, I just want to remind you that you are your greatest asset. You may have all sorts of radio equipment, digital machines, computers, all sorts of fun things, but remember, you are your greatest asset. And what you can do for yourself and learn and become is the greatest gift that you can give yourself. Okay, do you have any questions or comments on what's been presented tonight? Please come now.
AB7HTH.
HDH. Britt, go ahead.
Hey, Richard, thank you so much. I needed the pep talk. A couple of things. ARRL Handbook, if you can't afford one, you can go to the library and get it and check it out. If they don't have one, they can get it for you. And one other thing is I'm going to do a plug. We are putting together the Upper Valley Amateur Radio Society here up in Rexburg, Sugar City area. We'll be getting it organized starting in January. Our next meeting is on the 10th. Well, more details will be happening. But yeah, club is going to be a good thing for a lot of us. Over.
That's wonderful, Brett. I'm so happy to hear that. And as you progress and get things together, if you need help with that, don't hesitate to ask. I have some good resources through the ARRL to help with clubs if you need me, and I'm more than willing to do that. But that's a wonderful thing to have, and it will be a great asset to have that club. And per your comment on ARRL Handbook, I have one in my shack, and anyone who's interested or needs to look at a certain volume of it, you're welcome to it. I also have the antenna book, the ARRL antenna book. That's a good one, and if anyone needs access to it, I have it, and you're welcome to borrow it. Any other comments or questions, please come out.
Kilo Mike 4, Quebec, Alpha Alpha.
KM4 QAA. Paul, go ahead.
Yes, thanks for that list of gifts we can give ourselves, and a lot of those have hit home. And I'm not sure if you said this specifically, but a gift I have to give myself is patience with myself to accept sometimes I get frustrated with something, and I have to know that, that too will pass if I relax and treat myself well. And I've made a lot of progress in these last few years up here because I didn't operate before I came to Idaho Falls. So patience and self-soothing is really good. Thanks for what you're doing. Kilo Mike 4, Quebec, Alpha Alpha.
Thank you, Paul. You betcha. That is so important. Give yourself some grace. You'll figure it out. You're smarter than you think sometimes. Just keep taking a run at it until you get it. And again, there are plenty of Elmers in our midst who are more than willing to help. So don't hesitate to ask. All right. Any other question, comments? Please come out. Well, hearing nothing, I wish to thank all of the operators who are on frequency for your help and your participation in the ERC this past year. We have a great group of operators, some very fine people, and we so appreciate your participation on all that you do. So enjoy your holiday season, and wish you the best. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from WB7ML. And I will turn it back to our net control, KC7IHB. Back to you.